Are you looking to improve on Siege? Well, I've got the video for you today, so you're going to want to stick around to check this one out. We're going to look at some of the most simple tips to help you get better at Siege, and we're going to dive in and get started. What is happening, guys? It's Alan here from the Dangleberries, and once again I've teamed up with Elevate to bring you this video. So we're going to talk about how to improve on Rainbow Six Siege. Now, I don't class myself as the best player in the world, but I have played this game for a very, very long time. So I have learned a lot over the years from playing Siege both on console and on PC. And there's a lot of simple little tips that can help you improve and better your game, to help you go up through the ranks in ranked, or just from playing the game generally overall. Now, like I said, I'm not the best player in the world. I also do some of these things that I'm going to explain to you today, like keeping my drone in the spawn when I'm talking to my chat on stream, or not giving a call out when I get killed and getting mad about it, and then my teammate dies. So all of these key things are going to help you improve, so you're going to want to stick around and watch the video. So the first of which we're going to talk about here is droning. Now, droning is a huge aspect of this game and super important, and the same on defense for using cameras, Valkyrie cams, whatever. You can use bulletproof cams to give you intel for your teammates. Now, when it comes to droning, you need to use your first drone to help you where you're going to be entering into the building, or for me, I like to put my drone in a very high traffic area on the map, so very specific points on the map that I know I'll always be able to give intel to my teammates, and keeping it out of the view of the defenders. Now, so the second drone can be used to help droning your teammates in, or helping you expand on your entry drone. So if you do like to put your drone in a room just inside the building, and then use your second drone to drone through that room and get more information into the rooms beyond that, or like I said, helping your teammates. Now, again, it is so important to do this because it really does help you get inside the building safely, or even ping someone out and get an early frag in the round, which will help you secure the round. You've seen from some of the examples that I've been showing here of some of the positions that I put my drones in, either high traffic areas or very early inside of the building. These are important positions for you to help get that extra intel for your team and for yourself when getting inside the building. And if you'd actually like to see a dedicated video of some of the best drone spots, then I will make sure to get that video to you. So go down into the comment section, let me know a map or certain spots that you'd like to see, and I will bring that to you. Now, the same goes for defenders. When you're setting up Valkyrie cams or using default cams, you need to make sure that you're placing the Val cams or bulletproof cams in good positions, high traffic areas, or within and around the site, so you can track anyone coming in to plant a diffuser, and you can have someone underneath to be able to C4 from below. And this brings me into the next tip that I'm going to be talking about, which is about pinging. Now, when you're pinging attackers or defenders, the most important thing to do here is yellow ping as much as you possibly can. If you're dead and you're sitting there, don't just sit there and get on your phone or not pay attention, because you can still have a huge impact on a round and help your team win the round by giving just one of the most simple callouts by sitting on cams. Now, the most important thing I'd like to say here is that yellow pinging is the most important thing to do. You don't want to catch yourself red pinging so that the defender or attacker can shoot out the cam or drone, and that will just completely remove that extra intel that you would have had by just yellow pinging. Now, there are certain situations where you do want to red ping. If you're very, very late in the round and you're trying to get the diffuser down, or the attacker's trying to get the diffuser down, you can red ping them so that your teammate knows exactly where that person is planting the diffuser, and it might help you win the round. Now, of course, this also goes into a case of, like, if you're in a 1v1, the last thing an attacker or a defender is going to be doing is looking for that cam or drone, because it's going to take away from their focus on getting that final kill. You can see from one of the examples that I'm just showing here where we're pinging someone on top floor cafe right in front of the bar counter, and then once that person is planning the diffuser, we were able to ping exactly where he was planning, and my teammate was able to get the kill. And then it followed up into a 1v1 situation where, because it was the last few seconds of the round, we just started red pinging him so that he had an exact positioning of the attacker. Now, unfortunately, he lost a gunfight, but these are just some of the key things that you need to know and learn when you're moving forward and helping yourself improve. The next tip I'm going to talk about, which goes with droning and pinging, is callouts. Now, callouts are so important on this game. I can't emphasize it enough, especially when it comes to playing with a stack. If you have all 5 of your team being able to communicate with each other seamlessly, you can really help yourselves in winning rounds. Now, I know a lot of you guys out there, you solo queue or you're in a duo. Don't be afraid to go into game chat and talk to the randoms that you're playing with, because if you can give them a call out to help them get a kill, instead of staying in Discord calls and not talking to your other teammates, then it's literally going to cause you to lose games. And a lot of you come into my stream and complain about it and say, I don't know why I'm not improving. And a lot of you guys are people that are solo queuing. Now, this goes the same for console and PC. Even if you don't have a mic, somehow you don't have a mic, type in team chat and give some bit of help to your team, because it could be the difference between winning a round. Now, what goes with callouts is people who rage. Now, I am one of those people, I do rage a lot, and instead of me giving a call when I get killed, I'll start getting angry and be like, how did he kill me? This looks sus or whatever. Wait till the end of the round to complain. Make sure to give your teammate that call out, because it could be the difference again between winning a round or losing it. Now, again, like I said, I do rage a lot, and it's happened to me so many times where I've let my teammate die because I've been getting mad or talking to my stream and telling them that this is bullshit or whatever. So make sure that you try to remove that from your game, as difficult as that can be, especially with Siege, and can help you improve at the game. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about is using your equipment. Now, a lot of people have this problem where whether you're on attack or defense, you get, especially when you're on defense and you're setting up the site, you get so busy reinforcing walls and maybe making rotates that you don't use the gadgets to your disposal. Certain examples like Valkyrie cams, you might throw 1 or 2 out, but you still have 1 in pocket. That 1 cam could be the difference between winning a round. The same goes for like Evil Eyes, Capcan traps, goo mines. Like, if you have these in pocket, then they're not going to influence a round, and it's just going to be a waste for your teammates. So make sure you're using everything at your disposal to help your team win the round. Now, the same goes on attack. Anyone has claymores or flashbangs or grenades, use them, because they could be the difference with you getting an early pick in a round or you dying and not using those things to your advantage. I have so many situations where you have someone who's on Finca, not using their Finca boost, even if they're like in a 1v2 or 1v3 and they're trying to win the round and get a clutch up, and they're not using that boost when it's literally there for you to use. If you're not going to use it, then pick an operator that has less utility or less of an ability that you can just run and gun if that's what you want to do. But this is Siege, and there's so many aspects and layers to it that if you can use these things to your advantage, then you will improve and you will win games. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about is using your environment. Now, Siege prides itself on the design of being able to break walls and floors, give you extra angles and positioning to help you defend the objective or attack it. Now, certain things like on defense, making feet holes on certain areas where the diffuser normally goes down for default plants, or using spots for C4 spots. Like, there's so many aspects to the game where you can take advantage of it. Siege is all about sound, being able to hear other players, so maybe making holes in the floor you can hear from below. Like, a lot of these things are so important, and if you can bring that extra aspect to your game, whether it's baiting, like maybe throwing an impact at a soft wall but not actually pushing that impact hole and rotating around and completely distracting the attacker, like, so many of these little things can be a huge importance when winning a round and helping your team secure the win. Now, one of the final things, and it's a really simple one, but the amount of people that I see do this and die to it, including myself, and again, like I said at the start of the video, there are so many times where I'm like, all of these tips that I've just given you are literally things that I do as well. Like, we all do it, so there's no point in saying otherwise. And you're watching this video saying, well, I've not really learned anything new, but you really have. Like, if you sit back and really think about it, you have learned something, because some of these things you've either forgotten to do, you're not doing as well as you used to, because a lot of us have been playing this game for a very long time. So with that being said, this last thing I want to talk to you about is shooting doors and windows. Now, I do the same thing. You know, you run up to the door and you just want to shoot the whole door open. You put half a mag or almost a full mag into the door, and then you're stuck reloading. Now, especially in recent times with the new reload mechanic where you only have 1 bullet in the barrel, like, if you shoot open that door and you haven't droned it out, or you don't have a teammate to back you up, there could be someone behind that door who's just going to run out and dome you, and then you're sitting there doing nothing for the rest of the round except trying to give callouts as best you can, but you're already down a man just by wanting to get into the building. So the most important thing here is either you have someone with you who can shoot the door open for you, you either drone the room out in advance and then shoot the door open, and make sure you have an area where you can reload safely, especially like I said with the new reload mechanic. Having that one bullet in the barrel is not going to help you. If you have someone running out a door with a shotgun, especially as well with the shotgun changes, you can get domed from miles away. So you're really going to want to make sure you have a safe positioning to be able to reload, or have someone with you, or actually use your drone, which was one of the first tips that I gave you in the video. Now, there's many other aspects to this, and if you'd like to see a part 2 to this video where I talk even more, a little bit more advanced tips to help you improve, then let me know down below what you'd like me to talk about, or maybe give you some of my own personal insight, because I did want to make this a little bit more personal video, because it is about everyone trying to improve on the game. And I know Siege is difficult to handle sometimes. There's so much going on outside of just playing the game with servers and the cheaters. It's an endless cycle. But even if you still love to play this game, then these are some of those things that are going to help you improve and grow as a player. Even if you've been playing this game for 3, 4, 5, 6 years or longer, these are some of the most fundamental tips to help you grow as a player and help your team grow with you along the way. So if you want to see more videos like this, then let me know down in the comment section. We have a lot more videos on the way for you guys. And again, if you have not copped the Maverick bundle for Elevate, make sure to go onto the R6 shop and check it out. It has a sick weapon skin and operator card, and the uniform is fire, so you just want to check it out. Now, if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when we upload our next video, and I'll talk to you in the next one.